In the next 30 minutes, I'm about to live build the most crucial piece in an AI cold email system. This is where we create emails that are hyper personalized to the lead that we're reaching out to, and it pumps one out in 8 seconds. So we're gonna jump into my cold email icebreaker generator. This is what I'm using to basically create hyper personalized emails to combine with my cold email provider instantly. That way I can get a higher response rate on those emails. Now, right now, this is our current setup. We've got all our leads in this sheet, then it scrapes their website, then it uses that website information and kind of distills it down into something that's actionable. And then it takes all that, crafts the icebreaker there that's super personalized, then it updates that Google Sheet. Now, the problem that I'm running into is this step right here takes way too long and is way too cost prohibitive right now. Like, I have 9,000 leads to get through, and this can do maybe 10 in 10 minutes, and that's just not the speed I'm looking for. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new automation that isn't quite as hyper personalized because it won't scrape their website, and instead we're going to go based off their LinkedIn profile data and see how that converts on the back end. Because I think if we can get away with slightly less customized but still nail them with that grand slam offer, I think we can make out all right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a clone. So it'll be cold email icebreaker, copy. Gonna go ahead and hit save. And then we're going to take this and delete that module. We're going to take this. Let's see what this one does. Believe all this is doing is taking that raw website information. Yep. And then converting it into a detailed summary of the business. All right, so I'm going to keep a piece of this. I'm going to copy this over to a Google Doc. I don't really like that formatting. How do we go pageless on here? Oh, wow. Okay, so we'll paste that in there. Format. There we go. Oh, I like that so much better. All right, so we're going to edit this. We're going to insert horizontal line. We're going to go grab the next prompt. Okay, we're going to grab this. Insert another line break. And then what else do we have in here? We have the user one. That one I don't really need to copy over. Okay. So we're going to make edits here. I don't think I need this array aggregator, to be honest. We can go ahead and delete that. This module, let's see what this does. It's been a while since I set this up initially. Helpful intelligent writing assistant. Here's one prompt. Looks like, yeah, we have our example in there. Then we have an example. Sorry, we have an example output, I should specify. We have example output. Then we have the profile data. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and copy all these over again into this Google Doc. Then we're going to make all the appropriate changes until we like the results that we're getting. And then we're going to rerun it, see what we get, and hopefully we'll be good to go. If you guys want these prompts, let me know. I can drop them in the comments or something. But yeah, just let me know. Insert horizontal line. Jesus. All right. Copy that. So what I'm doing here is I'm pulling everything out just so that it's a little bit easier to work with. And then I can also make a copy of this document. That way I don't lose the original. That way I can just have like backups on backups on backups. Insert horizontal line. Okay, yeah, I don't need that one. Didn't think so. All right, let's start at the top. So we're going to just pull it straight from a LinkedIn profile and create a detailed summary about the business that we can cleanly format everything using information to create a deep multi-line icebreaker to use for a cold email. Return a highly detailed summary of the business, find things I could use to connect with and find common ground with. Return the detailed summary in JSON format. Everything should be contained within blah, blah, blah. Okay. Just scraped a LinkedIn profile. Business called name. Your task is to take their summaries and turn them into catchy, personalized openers for a cold email campaign to imply that the rest of the campaign is personalized. You'll turn your icebreakers in the following format. Icebreaker, hey name, love thing, also like other thing, wanted to run something by you. I hope you'll forgive me, but I creeped on your site quite a bit, so we're going to need to change this. I know that another thing is important to you guys, or at least I'm assuming so, based on focus on fourth thing. Put this together a few months ago. I think I could help. To make a long story short, it's an outreach system to use the ad, generate 20 sales appointments per month, plus spending a cent on ad, costs just a few cents to run. Very high converting. I think it makes sense. Okay. And if this sounds familiar, I grabbed this from Nick Sarayev and started using it, and it worked. Just kind of took too long, so now I'm going to make a version. Since I already iterated on this version, we're going to just iterate on it again. So let's go here. A name, love thing, blah, blah, blah. On your LinkedIn, quite a bit. Yeah, okay. But formatting. Yep, we're going to keep in the shortening the company names. Really dove deep into their profile. Do not say cookie cutter stuff like love your website, love your take on marketing. All right. Now let's jump into our sheets and see what kind of data we're working with here. All right, I think we're doing big leads. Here we go. Let's clear that filter. Data, remove filter, there we go. Okay. I think this should be it. First name, last name, email, LinkedIn URL, name, title, industry, headline, city, state, United States, organization, SEO description. Okay. Looks like some of them have that. What's this? Organization short description, that'll be useful. I don't think we're going to need the catch-all. Primary domain, no. City, okay. So we're probably going to use Q and R. SEO description, short description. Okay, so we're going to use both of those. Sorry, P and Q. Probably everything from here to here, minus the website and the LinkedIn URLs. I think that should give us enough info to create something semi-personalized there. All right. So let's go ahead, jump in right here. That's pulling from sheet 1. Big leads. I'm gonna go ahead and make a copy. Sorry, a duplicate. No. Yeah, duplicate. Okay, we're gonna rename this. And we're gonna call it sheet 0. You can see my organization skills are peak right here. All right. Personal emails. Looks like we don't really have a whole lot of them. Yeah, mostly don't. So I'm just going to get rid of that column. I think that'll just add more confusion in the long run. Okay. Actually, we're just going to get rid of this whole column. We're going to get rid of merge email. Actually, I forgot that I set that up, to be honest. What merge email does is it checks if there's a personal email and prioritizes that one first. And then if there's no personal email, then it'll prioritize the other email there. Can we just move that over? Cool. All right, so these two are getting dragged over to the end here just to get them out of the way. Cool. All right. Organization name, website, LinkedIn URL, you're getting dragged away just to get out of my face. Let's kind of clean this up a little bit. Regular name, you're getting dragged over here. Title, headline, city, state, country, short SEO description. I don't think we need this column. This is primary domain. You're gonna get dragged over here. I could just delete that, but you know, Minneapolis. Colorado Springs versus Colorado. Dubai versus Nairobi, Phoenix, Chicago, Red Rock. All right, so let's find one with a description, a discrepancy. Got Lagos and Delaware. Let's go to their website, see which one's on the site. Jesus Christ. All right. Contact us. Okay. All right, well, this isn't very fun. All right, that bugs me. Let's take a look at. We got New York and San Francisco. All right, so let's see where this agency is. It's got a very soft scroll. I don't like that. Oh, they got locations all over. Dallas, Charlotte, Columbus, St. Louis, Matthews versus North Carolina, right? Yeah. See where you're at. They're in Charlotte. Okay. That's enough for me to go with this city. Sorry. Oh, man. Yeah, because I said Charlotte. Oh, no. I don't know where it went. Where'd you go, Matthews? Alright, we got Long Beach versus LA. That's a little ambiguous, to be honest. Alright, we got... I just want to validate this so that I don't waste a lot of time using the wrong personalization here. We got Detroit versus Livonia. All right, says Detroit. All right, so we're getting rid of organization city. Go ahead and delete that column. And I think we'll be good to go. First name, last name, merge email. I'm going to switch this formatting to JSON. First name, last name, email, organization name, title, industry, headline, city, state, organization, SEO description, organization short description, go email to. Okay, then we don't care about any of those. I'm just gonna go ahead and bold those. This should be lowercase. My bad. Okay. Okay, so now that that is all set up, let's go double check what data we're gonna pull. We're gonna go sheet 0. Contains headers, yes, A to Z, icebreaker F. Okay, well first let me save this. Now let's jump back in. And we need to make a slot for where the icebreaker is gonna go. Let's go right here. We're gonna go icebreaker. Is there a refresh on here? No. Save, we're gonna open that back up. Icebreaker does not exist. Limit 1 just for now. And then I'm gonna jump over here. We're gonna change all of this. Okay, so let's do a test run. There we go. Cool. Now we're going to change out this data. We're going to use Hillary Billings, organization name, title, industry, headline, city, state, country, SEO description, short description. Cool. Actually, I'm going to give these titles just so that it has a little bit more context with what it's using. First name, last name, organization name, title, industry, headline, city, state, country. I might have to get rid of country depending on the outputs it gives me. Organization, SEO, description. And then we're going to go organization, short description. Go ahead and hit save on that. Then we're going to jump into our doc right here. We're going to grab this. Whoops. Going to hit copy on that right there. And jump back in here. Go ahead, delete, replace it with this. Go ahead and hit save. All right. What we're gonna do is unlink. We're gonna run this once. We're going to see what kind of output this generates for us as far as a detailed business summary. Go result. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Awesome. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that output and feed it into our email generator right here. And to do that, we're going to edit our prompt right over here. Take the summary, turn it into catchy, personalized opener for a cold email campaign, blah, 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 blah. We will return icebreakers in the following format. Hey name, love thing, also blah, blah, blah. Running to learn something by you. Hope you'll forgive me. Blah, blah, blah. Uses AI. That's good. Okay, that looks good. So we're going to copy that, throw it right into here. Go ahead and hit save on that. Now let's jump down to the next one. All right, so this is an example input from the previous GPT module, I believe. Okay, it's an example of what goes in here. It's going to be profile, and then LinkedIn summary. And that will just be our result right here, our detailed business summary. Cool. You go ahead and hit save on that. Then what we're going to do, honestly, that example would probably, maybe it'll work still. Let's see. Let's call this LinkedIn summary. That should work, to be honest. It's not that different. Nope. Cool. Go ahead and hit save on that. And let's jump down to the next one. Okay, so this is our example output. So let's make some edits here, make sure that matches what we want it to say. Sure. Cool. Yeah, it looks good. One thing I always look out for is the M dash, which is just like a dash dash connected. AI models love using an M dash, and I absolutely hate to read them. So, yeah. All right, awesome. So that looks good. And now let's change this. Let's see, big leads, D. It's probably on sheet. Yeah, there's gonna be a problem. Sheet D. Maybe this one. Hit save. I'm just gonna search by path. Yeah, sheet 0, row number, icebreaker. Cool. All right, let's crank it. This filter is kind of a leftover from the last one where it just checks if there was a website, because I was running into that issue, so I can get rid of that after this. Awesome. So that took like 2 seconds, and let's give a peek at the email I got. Oh, this is great. There we go. I think I might add another line break right before to make a long story short. But otherwise, I think that is dynamite. Oh, where's my doc? Here it is. Okay, so in our example here, we're going to throw this right there. And then it might be in one other spot. Yes, right here. Okay, so to make a very long story short, and to make a very long story short. So actually, instead of copy pasting, I'm going to go manually input that. Just because I really like breaking up the text. I think it reads a lot smoother. So yeah, I'm just a big fan of that. All right, so there's one. And let's jump into our example. There's 2. Hit save. Let's get rid of this filter. How do I get rid of this filter? There we go. Hit save. Run once. Now it should see that Hillary already has icebreaker in there, and it should jump straight into Jen Boyles. And it should, oh, here we go. Bang! Look at that. Beauty. Use that freaking M dash though. You know what? Whatever. We got 90% of the way there. Now let's just let this thing run. So we're gonna do limit 10, save, run it. Just to make sure this thing goes smoothly. Yep. Awesome. Cool. And let's check our sheet. Sweet. Awesome. Well, hey, if you guys like this kind of thing, let me know.